Welcome to ShadowMeTarot. We've got a new package thing happening today. What have we got in here? Oh, we've got the Soul Helper Oracle. This is new. This came out in 2022. And this is an older deck that came out last year in 2021, so not that old. This is an astrology deck that a lot of readers are using, and it looks like an amazing way to actually learn about the different moon phases. So we are going to start with that one because I have been looking forward to learning about the moon phases, and then we'll move on to the Soul Helper Oracle. All right, so Black Moon Astrology Cards by Susan Sheppard, and it says featuring 52 cards in a guidebook, drawing on the ancient discipline of interpreting the night sky. The Black Moon Astrology cards give you access to the tangible wisdom contained in the heavens above. The movements of the planets, the luminaries, and the stars are reflected in the happenings on Earth and influence our lives, bodies, souls, and destinies. As a science and an art, astrology reveals the insights and knowledge that it is literally written in the stars. The 52 cards are based upon the most important placements of a horoscope, making this an in-depth deck for divination and self-awareness. The 184-page guidebook includes information on a range of astrological influences, including the planets, eclipses, and lunar nodes. You don't need to be an astrologer to read these cards. With a divinatory meaning, keywords, and tarot correspondence for each card. This deck makes the principles and revelations of astrology accessible to all. Explore the complex connections between you and the stars to illuminate your path and work fate to your favor. Get ready to shine with the Black Moon Astrology cards. Let's see. What do they look like? This is kind of a big box. Or one of the bigger boxes. Black Moon Astrology cards. See, they could have, like, that's so much room in the box. Like, couldn't we have gone with a smaller box? And a smaller book, too. Like a book to fit the box. Anyway, I'm sure they know what they're doing. So here's the book. It is not, it's like a cheesy romance novel pages. It's like that kind of paper. They will not hold up over time. They'll probably get all crumbly in 100 years because it's, you know, paper. Oh, wow. There's some nice, cool spreads in here. Oh, my God. Look at all those spreads. There's so much. So we'll just kind of read the table of contents. Oh, introduction. Suggested card spread starts on page 14. And then look at that. It has the card meanings in a single word. But that single word is on each of the cards. Yay. Because learning just like the single word for all of the cards is the first step in like learning astrology, right? You just got to learn the keywords. So we've got an introduction. This is exciting. Beyond the basics, the Black Moon, the Lilith card's important. Signs and the houses, cards 13 to 36. Beyond the basics, elements cards, lunar nodes, eclipses, part of fortune, aspects, returns, Mercury retrograde, void of course, moon. What else have we got? Suggested card spreads. Here, now, later spread. Ooh. That's cool. All right, and then we've got astrological wheel spread. Then we have Black Moon spread. Planetary spread. Course of action spread. Black Moon romance spread. That's a lot of spreads. That is pretty awesome. Some of the cards are one page. Some of the cards are like a few pages. Oh, there are a few pages. Most of these cards are a few pages. At least two. So yeah, lots of information. I think this will be a pretty useful deck. I do know a lot of readers are using this deck, which is why I got it. Because, like, before you buy a deck, well, at least how I should be is before you buy a deck, you want to see what it looks like, right? You want to see all the stuff in it. Is that deck going to resonate for me as much as it is for the reader online? I don't know. Let's see if this resonates for all of us. Thick cardstock. It's going to be bitch to shuffle. Oh, I'm going to need like super strength hands. Good cardstock. These do stick together. You can see how they're just sticking together. All right, so we'll see how this goes. Number 1, Sun, Spirit. We can zoom in a bit. There we go, Sun, Spirit. Moon is the soul. Mercury is the mind. Venus is love. And what's so exciting, and I stopped at love because I'm in love, but when Venus comes into the zodiac, right, when people are doing all their moon readings and everything else, and I know that Venus is, you know, coming up for the month, then I'm like, oh, then that means that there's a love influence of some sort. So let's read love since I pulled it out. Since I'm in love, let's read what's love about. Whew, this is a lot of pages. 3 pages for this, guys. All right, so just fast forward if you don't want to listen to the whole thing. I'm just going to do the one card. Venus, love. Love is my religion, and I could die for that, by John Keats. The Venus card says to let love take care of it for now. Venus is the morning star and the brightest of planets. It is the planet of beauty and balance and is named after the goddess of love and romance, which is what the planet rules. In Scandinavian lands, the equivalent of the Roman goddess Venus was Freya. Among the Greeks, she was Aphrodite. Venereal disease is named for Venus. What? Thank you, Venus, for the venereal disease. After all, she charms and seduces. She was once associated with Lucifer, who was not a demon, but an angel of light who fell to the earth plane from the heavens. In reality, the part of the astrological chart Venus rules in where we want the good life, where we desire ease and comfort, sweets and kisses, where we want to see beautiful, be beautiful, and smell beautiful. Venus co-rules the signs of Libra and Taurus, but the energies function differently in these signs. In Libra, Venus works best in the fields of beauty, social balance, and romantic love, while in Taurus, Venus stands for creature comforts and accumulating fineries. In both signs, Venus is very partner-oriented. There's a great need to unite with another when the Venus card presents itself. This can bring on codependency and fears of going it alone. Both Libra and Taurus are signs best supported in some form of partnership, but it does not necessarily have to be romantic or a marriage. Venus is the lesser Neptune. Love, romance, and art are her domains, yet she doesn't get lost in them and lose her practical side. In fact, Venus is the planet of fashion, luxuries, balance, symmetry, artistic ability, and sugary foods, and she prefers to overlook the ugliness of the world. Buying objects that are beautiful, unnecessary, or excessive may come into play when this card is drawn, so be careful of wasting funds on items just because you want them. You may feel compelled to buy something beyond your budget because you think it's beautiful, while you really don't need it. On the other hand, you may be attracting these very things on your own. Venus also rules money, especially money shared in a partnership or marriage. But this can be a business enterprise as well. Money worries should find resolution. Art, hair salons, restaurants, movies, concerts, dance, recitals, craft shows, cosmetics, and fashion may figure in. You may be dealing with artists or people who work in the arts. You may discover a more creative and artistic side to yourself. Venus is the most humane and fair of the planets, so you may be asked to feel compelled to settle a dispute. Courts, law, and judgments may factor in, but more than this card indicates either a new love coming into your life or the improvement or a new start for an older love relationship. When the Venus card presents itself in a reading, the first thing to focus on is romance and love, but after that, creativity and refinement. You can be assured you are found very attractive at the present time and may be the subject of some advances. So if romance becomes playful, even childlike, it is time for full heart blessing. If a relationship begins, it will have more of a sense of contentment and happiness to it. Unless the Saturn card comes up in the spread, and if so, the love will seem cold or restrictive. Venus is the planet of charmers, so you may want to pour on the charm in a situation. There is a tendency to become more socially engaging. At this time, people will generally be sweeter, more helpful, and amenable. It is a good period to smooth ruffled feathers or make peace with others. Using diplomacy will serve you momentously at this time. Venus card in brief. Matters of the heart. Feelings of comfort, a need to be coddled or comforted. The feeling of not wanting to be rushed, a need to relax, become more balanced and contented. Sweets, money, the checks in the mail, being paid or rewarded for something handmade or handcrafted. A gift of money or jewelry, luxury items, a new look, new clothing, fashion, feeling suddenly more attractive to others. Romantic gestures, sexual propositions, a new chance at love, caving in to romantic pressure, feeling love, being admired and looked over, friendship, popularity, publishing poems or short stories, love potions, dealing with cosmetics, perfumes, oils, improvements made to the home. Corresponding tarot card is the Empress. Key ideas are comforts, love, beauty, eating, sensing, relating, expensive purchases. I'm digging her as an Empress. Heck yeah. I'm like, that's me living my best life right now. Interesting, it's 4 instead of 3. And then I'm like, Mercury, Venus is the second planet from the sun. So we've got Mars is force, is number 5. 6 is Saturn, truth. 7, Jupiter, abundance. So I think when I'm doing like monthly readings and stuff like that, I'm going to have an opportunity now in learning these cards that if I know Jupiter is coming into the calendar, then I'll know it's an abundant time and I can use that to kind of influence the rest of my readings. And it's also a good way to kind of like determine timing, right? So like as things kind of come in, it'll be like when Jupiter is in, I don't know, the calendar. You'll have a time of abundance. I don't know. I don't know. I see this as a timing deck for sure in some ways. All right, so we've got Chiron is healing. Uranus is genius. Neptune is sacrifice. Pluto, transformation. That's number 11. 12, Black Moon, Lilith, mystery. 13, Aries, I am. Taurus, 14, I have. Gemini, 15, I think. 16, Cancer, I feel. 17, Leo, I will. 18, Virgo, I analyze. 19, Libra, I balance. 20, Scorpio, I transform. I've also seen it as I desire. Sagittarius, I see. I've seen another one for them too. I've seen Sagittarius as I seek. 22, Capricorn, I use. Aquarius, I know. Pisces, I believe. The first house is the body, number 25. Second house is 26, owning. 27, third house, messages. 28, fourth house, roots. 29, 5th house, creativity. Number 30, the 6th house, routine. 31, 7th house, partners. 8th house, endings, beginnings. This is number 32. Number 33 is the 9th house, faith. 34. 10th house, the world. 35, the 11th house is friends. 36th is the 12th house, escape. 37, fire element, desire. 38, earth element, stability. 39, air element, communicating. 40, water element, sensing. 41, north node, life's purpose. 42, south node, life's debts. 43, lunar eclipse, change. 44, solar eclipse, revolution. Number 45, part of fortune, increase. Number 46, grand trine or trine, blessings. 47, grand cross, provoker. 48, yod, destiny. It's got a little tree of life symbol on there. Boy, that's coming up so much for me the last few days. Number 49, Jupiter return, benefits. 50, Saturn return, age. 51, Mercury retrograde, reinvention. And then 52, void of course, moon missing. All right, let's see what we can do in terms of shuffling these. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know. All in all, I like this deck. I do. This shuffle's decent. I guess I can try the other way. I will try the other way, but my hands are so small and these cards are so big. They're just like slightly too big for this to be comfortable for me to shuffle them that way all the time. Like I feel like my bones are separating when I put my hand around that card. It is hard to get the last hand into the second hand. And my left hand around the cards. What are we at? 3, 4? How many more? I don't know. I like cards that are easy to shuffle so I can hear that noise, that sound as quickly as possible. It feels like something's happening. They shuffle pretty good though. I think if your hands are slightly bigger than mine, then these would be more enjoyable for you to shuffle than they are for me to shuffle. All right. Let's go ahead and shuffle and see what happens here. Ooh. I'm trying to pop out. Yeah, this is kind of a difficult deck in terms of size for me. Just a little bit. Let's try it this way. Wow. Just everything wants to fall out that way. All right, let's go with it. We get Libra, I balance. Oh my goodness. Yod, destiny. Capricorn, I use. Missing. For void of course, moon. Then we have part of fortune, increase, and 12th house, escape. Like, I could read this as, I balance your destiny. I use what's missing to increase. I don't know what you need in order to escape. I guess if I was doing this in a reading, I'd be like, this person who might be a Libra has always kind of been grounded, following the path of their destiny. They might have a relationship with a Capricorn. They might be the Capricorn who is involved with the Libra. One may have nothing to do with the other. Capricorn and Libra might not have anything to do with it. But the I balance that I use. So I feel like maybe there's some resources that you come across that kind of balances the scales, and you have the opportunity to use these resources to kind of course correct what you feel has been missing in your life. It looks like you'll be able to take what you've inherited or have come across and increase it, make it larger, to maybe escape kind of your current circumstances, right? Maybe in a cycle of poverty of some sort, where you kind of go through highs and lows to something more stable. So that's what I kind of feel like, is you're escaping poverty, and you've been given a gift, and it looks like life-changing stuff by the 12th house, which I can only assume is like December. So without reading the book, I could only assume it's December. But maybe this will be a book that I do read on the channel. So if you like this video and you like the Black Moon astrology cards, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If you can just even give me a thumbs up in the comments below. I can do what other readers do too. If you put a thumbs up in the comments below, I can offer a free reading. I don't know, at the end of the month or something like that. Maybe I should look into that. But please, yes, put comments in there. It just helps me get bigger. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed day.